Welcome again. So now we are going to be continually seeing about crawling data from that websites from that another method. It's called that is the beautiful soup. So beautiful soup is also one library function that is available in Python. You can import this beautiful soap by the command import, and also you have to be used from BS4. So this is that section. You have to be import this beautiful soup, and then you can able to define that same thing. We have to be use the header, title, and then HTML code. So I'm not at all getting into that code. Already we know. I'm specifying that is URL path in the href parameters, and now I am defining the soup equal to, I am call upon that function, the beautiful soup. To that function is called that is the HTML underscore doc, and then with that IXML. So and then I'm going to be print that the soup titles, and then find all the parameters what I put into the HTML code. So when you're running these codes, you can able to be extract that informations from the websites. So here we are having that main features are it's a beautiful soup supporting that multiple parser, and then create that parse tree when it is easy to navigate. So in previous we are having that go with the HTTP. That is the key features are the line should be the keep and alive, and then so connection pooling, and then so the session with the cookie persistence. So the task that has been so continually until the cookie that has been validated. But in beautiful soup we have to be go with that parse tree, but in most of that organizations the people are working with that beautiful soup or then IXML in order to extract that information from the websites. And another one kind of the thing already I said through by that API, and we are having that varieties of that APIs, and then one variety of the API is called that is the Flask, and then another one is called that is the Swagger UI Flask, and then the Flask REST Plus. So these are all that one kind of that family. So this Flask is a micro web framework that is the written in Python, and then Flask REST Plus is an extension for the Flask, and then that adds the support for the Flask to quickly building that is the REST APIs, and also it documents APIs which is visible in that Swagger UI also. So in that method I can easily put it into that URL, and then extract that piece of the information. So through by this Flask and then the Flask REST Plus. So through by the Swagger UI I can able to see what will be that outcome from that websites. So these are all that methods we are using in order to extract that piece of information from the website. And now we have to be go with that another next topic is called that data pre-processing and then so storage. So now we have to be see data pre-processing. This is a very important concept, important concept in the data analytics. The success of that data analytics is purely based on that data cleansing. So we have to be give that utmost care to give quality outcome from this set of the data. So how could I clean the data? So the first of all, I have to be look over into the duplicate data. In case the data sets is having that so many duplicate data, I have to remove the duplication of these data values. And the next one I have to be validate. So the validate means every attributes is having that appropriate data. Say an example, I'm having that one attribute is called that age. So in that age column that should be allowed to hold the numeric value alone. But in column of that age, any one of the tuple is having that any characters or that alphanumerical characters, then the data seems to be the error. We are not represent the age in alphanumerical way, so the age should be represented into the numerical value. So in this way we have to be check it out, all the columns should have that appropriate validation, and then we have to be go with that missing data on the handling, and then we have to be finally go with that fix errors. and then filter outliers. So fixed errors means in case any of the errors that occurred in the data set, that should be the fixed. And then so filter outliers means some of the data not at all be resembled to the entire data set. That means in previous example what I said, in same way you have to be check it out. So what will be the value? So in case of that age, so in that age I am having that one value is called that 1500. So instead of 15, that people wrongly entered that another two zeros with that 15. So it is called that is that outliers. So none of the person will live for 1500 years. The 1500 seems to be that a wrong value. So that data is called that is that outliers, that should be removed from the data sets. And finally we can able to store the data either in that RDBMS or in that ORM. So on that next episode we have to be continually see what are all the things we have to be incorporate to clean up the data.